Hey, what is up, guys? Solanum-Heart Tristan here, and I'm going to be talking to you about my first broken bone and what I can recall of that and the horrors that were transcribed from that. So I'm going to get right into it. So I was 2 years old. Yes, that's right. I was 2 years old, and I have no recollection of any of this happening. That's the worst part. So I just have to go based on my parents telling me this and photos of me with a broken leg. And so I was 2 years old, and I had this babysitter at the time because my parents, didn't have the time to watch me this whole time. And so I had this babysitter, and we were at the acrobatic center, and I guess I was jumping on the trampoline or something, and she was jumping on there with me too. And if you guys have never been on a trampoline, you'll know that when someone jumps, if someone lands right before you land, you will jump very, very high. Now, a 2-year-old and a full-scale adult, that is a huge different story. So we were jumping away, and apparently I had been launched off of the trampoline with her on it. Who could have predicted that? And so I'm like flying off the trampoline, and then my leg straightens out because I'm panicking pretty much, and I don't know what to do. I'm 2 years old, I don't even think I could talk by then, like, to a decent extent. And then leg straightens, hit the ground, it just shatters. My leg goes up into my femur, and that was that. And so it broke. And imagine my parents going around seeing a like other parents in like the store or whatever, seeing a 2-year-old with a cast on his leg. Like, that just gives you a bad image, like, oh my god, you're horrible parents or whatever. But it wasn't their fault. So yeah, she got fired, alright, and never hired her again, and she never paid for it or something like that. I don't know. They wanted money from her because that's freaking ridiculous that she was responsible for breaking my leg. Now I'm going to tell you another story. It's a duel-in-one about my friend and his broken leg. So it's a pretty crazy story as well. So in the skateboarding incident, and you'll see a little annotation at the bottom of your screen for the last minute of the video, the skateboarding incident. Go ahead and check that video out. There was this big hill in my neighborhood, and we'd always go down it on skateboards, sitting down, and on bikes and stuff, because it was a really easy way to get down the hill and to other parts of the neighborhood that we wanted to go. So we were going down on our bikes one time, and I was with my friend. His name was Gabe, and we were going down, and apparently he had this thing where he could fall asleep like really easy. I don't know if it was just I don't know if he was just messing around. We were about 8 or 9 at the time, and we were going down, and he had either fallen asleep on his bike or just something happened, and he was going towards the curb, and I'm like, Gabe. And so his bike hits the curb when he was quote-unquote asleep on his bike. It flings him off literal 10 feet, and he just slides and hits the ground, and it was just like this awful thing. So we were going down, I was doing fine, and I think he fell asleep or lost control or something, but his bike hit this, okay, so you guys know at the end of corners, like sometimes there's like a rounded curb, and then there's 2 spots on it where you can go up, and then the middle spot is where he hit, where it's just like a pure curb, just as big as a curb would normally be, and he hit that and flew all the way to the grass part of the end of the curb, pretty much. And so he's just like laying there in pain. I'm like, dude, give me a second. So I phoned up his parents, and they had to bring him to the hospital. Like, it was pretty crazy, and he had broken his left arm, or no, actually, he had broken his right arm, had a green cast on it, and he had to start writing with his left arm. So that was a pretty arm-breaking, pretty insane story that I had witnessed. And, he's just kind of in agonizing pain, just laying there. He wasn't, like, screaming or anything, but I think he was just kind of in shock at the moment. And mine was crazy. I don't remember it or anything, but it was pretty insane having a broken bone at age 2. I really hope you guys did enjoy the story, and I'll see you later. Don't forget to click like if you did enjoy.
Gonna stay teenage dreamers on its way. I told my mother I grow up. What can I say? I'm still breathing, falling in love every
listen, I